If you want to apply to business school for an MBA or any other finance-related masters, then you need to know where to start. Hi, my name is Rod and I'm with Liberty Test Prep. I will tell you what steps you need to take in order to have a successful application. Before getting on with the content, subscribe to our channel and don't forget to click on the notification bell. The first step is school selection, alright? You browse through the schools and you see which one you like. This usually takes place at least 1 year before you're planning to apply to school, alright? So you search, you browse through these business schools, and based on their curricula, you choose which one has more things in common with you. This shouldn't be a decision based on popularity or advertisement, okay? This is not a popularity contest. So you really need to take your time to analyze how this school is going to help you advance your career, what tools you're going to get from that school, all right? How the program is going to apply to you, whether you like the people that are going to that school. There are a lot of factors that you need to take into consideration, all right? So once you've done that, once you've selected 4 or 5 schools maybe, then you are ready to take the next step. The following step would be to check the school's requirements, okay? And the big barriers come here, all right? The GMAT and the GRE usually. Most top programs, MBA or finance related programs, require the GMAT or GRE. It's true that some other schools don't require these exams, but you have to know that most applicants will still be offering a GMAT or GRE score anyways. So if you don't have your score, they're going to have an advantage over you. All right, so in short, just take the exams. The first thing you have to do is decide which one you want to take, the GMAT or the GRE. They are both very similar exams. They both test similar concepts: English, grammar, reading, and mathematics. If you are planning on applying to an MBA program, take the GMAT. If you are planning on applying to another program, take the GRE. Those are the standards, okay? Now, the first thing you do after you already know which exam you're going to take is you want to learn more about the exam. You really want to know what concepts are going to be tested, and you really want to know where you stand, all right? So in the case of the GMAT, go to mba.com, that's the official website, search through the website, do the free questions, all right, and take the free simulation and see how these questions are, what the difficulty is like, all right? In the case of the GRE, go to ets.com, also take the free question database and take the free power prep simulation, and you're gonna see what it's like. After checking the questions that come in those tests, there could be 2 scenarios. You either could feel that you've seen those questions before, those type of questions in high school or college, in which case your preparation is going to be easier, or you could feel that those questions are something you've never seen before, right? And you feel overwhelmed. So in that case, you need to be careful, all right? Because the preparation is going to be a tough one. A GMAT or GRE preparation takes anywhere from 2 to 6 months, 2 in the best cases, all right? Considering that you have a lot of time to study, maybe 5 or 6 days a week. If you don't have that much time to study, all right, you are just gonna have to prepare for more time, over 3 months, all right? Maybe even up to 5 months. To prepare for the exams, you can hire a tutor, you can hire a prep company, or you can do it on your own. But the thing is, you always need to have your goals clear and your time set. That's the most important advice I can give you. So depending on how you approach your GMAT or GRE preparation, it could be a walk in the park, or it could be one of the worst nightmares you've ever had. Here are a couple important things. First, that intensity is key in your preparation. When you're preparing for the GMAT or the GRE, you want to keep your preparation short and intense with a high frequency, but short, all right? People that keep the preparation short usually have better results than those who keep the preparations a little longer, all right? So intensity is key. And number 2, this one is a very important advice. A lot of people seem to forget that even though the GMAT or the GRE scores are important, they are still only one part of the whole application package, all right? The application package consists of several things: essays, recommendation letters, resume editing, transcripts, all the paperwork, all right? So don't make the mistake a lot of people make. A lot of people spend all their energy preparing for the GMAT or GRE, and once they have their score, they don't have any energy left, all right, to prepare the other parts of the application, and they end up having a very lousy package. A lot of people have been rejected because of this. people with good resumes and with good GMAT or GRE scores. Why? Because their whole package as a whole, it sucks, all right? It's very lousy. So in order for you to keep your chances of admission high, you need to have the right balance. You need to have a good score in exams, but also you need to have good essays, all right? You need to take your time to prepare, to write your essays, your recommendations letters. Those take time. So the recommendation is prepare for the GMAT or GRE in the first months of the year, from January to June maybe, right? Complete the GMAT or GRE, get over with them as soon as you can. All right, so they are not a problem anymore, and you can freely take time to prepare your essays, to write your essays or recommendation letters, etc. Those take time, and those could be, believe me, those could be troublesome. All right, so you do need to put a lot of effort in those also. One additional thing is that if you are an international student, most likely you are going to have to take also an English exam, either the TOEFL or the IELTS. If you're going to Europe or Canada, I would recommend that you take the IELTS, but if you go into the US, the TOEFL is more standard. My advice for these exams is the following. If you are okay talking in English, if your English speaking level is okay, normal or high, then you're okay. You're not going to have any problems. You can even prepare for the TOEFL and take the TOEFL or IELTS after completing the GMAT or GRE. On the other hand, if your English speaking level is low, if you have problems having a fluid conversation, all right, then you are going to have to prepare a lot. Okay, that's going to be a tough preparation. You have to consider that learning a new language is not something you can do in 2 or 3 months. Maybe you're going to have to spend 6 or 7 months, and you should do it before even thinking about the GMAT or GRE. When we're talking about these exams, remember, they are a barrier, all right? They are something that could potentially stop you from chasing your dreams, all right? So we're talking about something really important here, okay? So preparing in advance and put the right amount of effort. So this is the advice I recommend that you take your time, do it with anticipation, do it in advance, right? Well, at least 1 year before applying, you have to start thinking about the whole application process and getting all those things ready. Especially, you have to get to know the schools that you want to apply. So be organized, take your time, prepare in advance, and you're going to see that your chances of admission are going to increase exponentially. If you found this video useful, please leave us a comment, subscribe to our channel, and hit on the notification bell to receive the latest info. We are going to be uploading tons of information on the GMAT, GRE, and MBA applications. Also, if you plan on preparing for the GMAT, GRE, or you want to get some help with your admissions process, visit us at www.libertytestprep.com.